Can I have an interview, please? Interview. Was machst du jetzt? Please. Sitz. Mach sie. Ralfi! Today we recap a trade. What do you say? Ralfi! Thank you for your time, sir. Okay guys, let's get into the trade. The trade was from the 3rd of June, so it was 1 week ago, and now we are getting into it. I am in replay mode as always to show you my thought process and everything that I did while taking the trade. Let's see. As always, I am waiting for the opening range from 1530 to 1545. The 1530 candle was pretty big, 1535 candle and the 1540 candle. So those 3 candles are my range. Lots of volume is coming in and I will define this range. The 1530 candle is the top, the 1545 candle was the bottom. Then I delete this and that's the opening range. Then we check for some higher time frame confluence. As you can see, M15 technically switched bearish here, but also switched bullish again right after. So it basically just grabbed liquidity. It was a bit of a bait for shorters and we switched structure bullish again, and basically now we go to the M5, we're looking, and I thought if we break this high and hold it, I would take a long for sure. During creating the range we just took liquidity and dumped, and now this could be a fake dump and we could take out the shorters that shorted this high. So I said, okay, if we break this high, I'm gonna long with the plan, always mapped out, always also live and in advance for the members. So basically if we hold this area right here, and we break above, I see this going higher. Now we waited a little bit longer, few candle closes, we went up again, we are holding pretty well, that's what I like to see, and then still not above, we just grabbed liquidity again, and then we closed above, and this is my entry signal. We are bullish on the M15 and I am betting on continuation longs for NQ. I get out my standard deviations, draw it from top of range to the low of the range, and I see my 2.2 deviation or 1.2 deviation and 1.5 deviation, and those are my TPs. The 1.5 is my TP, the 2.2 is my break-even point, not 2.2, 1.2 I mean, sorry. So it's 1.5 R from this range. This is the range, 1.2 deviation, 1.5 deviation. If you know about standard deviations and stuff, it's all pretty clear. Then I sent this trade out to the members. I will insert a picture right now how I sent it out live right now. And then we waited if we get filled. If we don't get filled, let's see. And we got filled immediately with a pretty hefty dump, but we held, and now we are just waiting for something to happen because the trade is set. There's nothing else to do. I have my invalidation with my stop loss. I have my TP and break even point, and that's all I need. At this point, I close the chart. I set my alarm right here. If it gets break even, I set it break even, and I set an alarm at the TP or at the stop loss, which is also possible. There's always a 50-50 chance, as we know, for my system at least. And we basically just waited it out. We hit the break even point. At this point, I set the trade break even, also updated the members that I will set my trade break even. I also always update my trades live, of course. And then we waited a little bit longer. We needed some patience, but then we smashed the 1.5 R TP, which is always my TP. No certain liquidity point, nothing. It's just based on my statistics and data. As you can see, what I forgot to tell you, we have some liquidity above with this high. We have this high right here, which was previous month high. So liquidity is above, and I'm basically targeting the second to highest high. So I have liquidity above. So my entry was valid. And that's the trade, ladies and gentlemen. Quick in, 4 o'clock in, 6:30 out, 2.5 hours duration, and we made the 1.5 R. And that's basically the trade. I kept it as simple as possible for you guys, as always, because I like to have it simple and effective. That's what it's all about for me. And then I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something. Subscribe and like the video if you want to see more. Tribe Capital links are down below. My own links are down below as well. And then I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.